Hey everybody, Ross Pitkoff here, and I'm actually going to show you guys on my Facebook, from my Facebook page, how you can go ahead and create your very own Facebook group. So why create a Facebook group? Well, the reason you're going to want to create a Facebook group is because think of it as an ability to get seen by a pool of people who are specifically interested in the category that you're talking about. So Facebook sort of allows for groups to democratize this process of, you know what, I want to get information out to the public. I'm going to start a group. I'm going to invite some of my friends to the group. But then as you engage in that group, and I'm going to kind of walk you through this, as you engage with the group, as you start to post, as you ask questions, as you share videos, you share links to articles, people will start joining your group. It'll come up as an option for people to join your group. So the more engagement you have in your group, the better. So how do you set up a group? Well, first and foremost, sign into your Facebook account. And then on the left-hand side, you should have something very similar that you see here. So I'm going to go down to groups. Now I'm going to click create a group on the left-hand side. And I'm really doing this with you. So I'm going to set up a group, let's call it NYC Business Owners Legal Help, right? Legal Help. And maybe you're the legal help forum, right? And then down below, I'll have the option to invite some people I know. So, for example, if I wanted to go, let's say I could invite a friend of mine in, and a number of different other people, and Facebook will give you suggestions about people that you can also invite. Now, I would recommend keeping your group private. So what that means is that people who aren't actually members of your group won't be able to see the content within, but people who request to join, you can accept them, and then your pool of people in the group will grow. And that's why you want to keep the group visible, because ultimately you want this to show up, and you want people to say, I'd like to be a member of that group. This sounds interesting. Let me go ahead and join. So let's click create. And by the way, I didn't click it, but you should pin it to your shortcuts, so that way you have it. And so now we have the option to personalize the group. So up here you can add your photo, and so you can select a photo. You can kind of walk through different options. Anything you have saved on your desktop, you're probably going to want to use something that is relevant to your area for practice. Now, if you're trying to say, or if you're thinking, I don't really have a photo that fits in this screen, then I would use a free resource called Canva.com. So if you go to Canva.com, you have the option of creating all different types of backgrounds for different types of social channels. So for example, in fact right here, create a design, Canva will give you options for Instagram, for LinkedIn, if you want to change your LinkedIn banner, for Facebook posts, they'll actually create images that'll fit, and even for Facebook covers. So let's say we click on Facebook cover, and you always have the option to customize this as much as you want. So you can take one of Canva's suggested backgrounds or offered backgrounds. So let's see, something like this. And Canva sort of gives you this backdrop, and then you can edit the text. So it could be like NYC Business Owners Legal Forum. And then if you want to at least reference your own business, which you can, but you don't have to be, you can say, I don't know, brought to you by Ross. Right? Now, honestly, I wouldn't normally choose this background, but I'm just doing this for this exercise. And then you can really play typically with just about everything. You can move around the boxes and so if I wanted this up in the middle, let's say, I think the structure comes that way, and they move this up, right? And then maybe this gets moved over here. And then maybe I'd even want this text to be a little smaller, so it doesn't seem like I'm completely focused on my practice. I want it to be more about the fact that this is a legal forum that can provide assistance, but nevertheless, I'm the person that created it. And if somebody wants to reach out to me as the moderator, ultimately that's who the owner of this firm is, who they're going to get in touch with. So once you create this, and you can do a million different things. If you want to upload your own photos, you can. So if you put photos here, let's see, uploads. You just go to uploads. So I already have a couple of different, some of my images here, and this is my actual logo. So you can sort of play with all of these things if I really wanted to. Kind of put these things in here and can sort of just play around and come up with something that makes sense. And so you play with these things. And Canva is an amazing tool. You can use this for all your social media, or if you have an assistant or you get some sort of manager for this, you can have them do it. So you can go ahead and you can download this. Once it's in, you're just going to download it. Okay, I can refer a friend. That's very nice. And then now I can go back to my group and I can upload a photo. So let's go to my downloads. Okay. And now I'd have to change, of course, the formatting. This is not exactly correct, but I think you guys get the picture that you can use Canva as an amazing resource to sort of customize things. Then what you want to do is you'll want to go through this page, and you're going to want to customize it. So you can do that by just sort of figuring out, adding the description. So we are a New York City-based commercial litigation, I like to say, and company representation law firm. And maybe you can be a little more descriptive about some of your practice areas. Or if you want to make it very group focused, you can say this group is designed for business owners to ask questions and get feedback about relative to their legal needs. Something like that. You can save that. And then you can add a location. And you obviously will want to choose your zip code. So let's say for me, let's just do 1009. Right? Let's just do New York, New York. Okay, so for me, it's not going to be by zip code, it's going to be by city name. So I'm going to locate it in New York, New York. And you can just kind of work down. You can kind of scroll through and start to build out different descriptions and different options or additional kind of categories or things about the group. Then what you can do is you can start inviting people. So Facebook is going to give you a suggested list of people to invite. These are probably going to be your friends on Facebook. But you can start there, start inviting a lot of people. And then if you have email addresses, you can also enter them here. So if you have an email list of your current clients, I would certainly recommend doing that. Of course, Facebook gives you options as well, so you can start to pool that way. Then what you're going to want to start doing is you're going to want to start posting content. So what is your content going to look like? Well, I think your content can be a mix of things. If you currently have a website where you have links to blogs, you can post some of those links in your Facebook group. If you are making videos on YouTube, you can post those videos to the Facebook group. And over time, you'll start to build up, kind of a Rolodex of information that your audience can find valuable. So one thing you may want to do too is you're going to want to go ahead and start to ask questions to your audience, just questions about things they might be interested in knowing, etc. Now again, you're going to feel silly probably for the first week or two, I'd say, because ultimately the group's going to be very quiet. You're not going to have that many people in there. But what you're going to start seeing happening is others will start to request to join your group. And this is something that over time that picks up and develops. So let's see. Now, this is a group I haven't really nurtured much. But I started off everything with an announcement here. This was a coronavirus legal help group where I was providing information about the Payment Protection Program and about the emergency grants available and the loans available through the SBA. Now, this isn't something I nurtured a ton, but I started getting people requesting to join this group. In fact, somebody has asked to join. So I don't know who this is, but Facebook does allow other people that are already members of your group to invite other people. So I'm going to improve that person. But you can just imagine. So this group, which was just created at the end of March, has sort of picked up steam. And I haven't been nurturing it that much, but you can see how you can grow an audience and build upon it. Now, my plan is to use my law practice, which is a business law practice, to really post a lot of valuable content about the things I do on a daily basis. So that's going to be a mix of issues that I've had to help clients with. It's going to be a mix of things that I think my audience would want to know, a lot of frequently asked questions. And I'm just going to focus on that. Now, how do you get people to join the group other than just hoping they join? Well, I would suggest that you can build these Facebook groups up by running Facebook and Instagram ads. And if you run Facebook and Instagram ads, I would create a free download for my audience. I pick my target audience. So if you're right now, if you're a trust and estates attorney, I'm sure most of us are aware that the search term for wills has shot up online and on Google because there are a lot of people that are recognizing either, unfortunately, they might suffer and from health ailments as a result of coronavirus. Many people have passed. So they're looking to have wills made. So maybe you run a Facebook ad that has, the 5 essential things that everyone needs to know before making a will, and get those people to click on the ad. They'll hit a landing page where they can download the free download, and what it can say on the landing page is, congratulations, your next step is to join the Trust and Estates. Let's say you're in Portland, Oregon, the Portland, Oregon Trust and Estates Legal Help Forum. And when the viewer sees that, because people want to be led, they want to be told what to do, when they see that link, they'll click it and they'll get a link directly to the group. And they can join the group or request their invite. You also will have their email address now, so you can email market to them valuable content similar to what you're sharing in the group. And if they haven't joined the group, you can give them a link that gives them the option to join. So, I wanted to at least give you guys a little bit of a visuals just so you can see a screen and see what a Facebook group can look like. But over time, and this is a little unrelated, but I just had joined this group and I thought it was so interesting. This is a group about Taylor guitars. I recently purchased a Taylor guitar and I joined this group. And if you look at this group has about 8,500 members. And every day new people are joining the group and it's got a lot of engagement. In fact, there's me. I've been given a lot of different tags here because I've started conversations and getting a lot of feedback. I'm a new member, and I'm considered a quote-unquote rising star, which is sort of funny. But the reason I'm showing you this is just to show you the potential power of a Facebook group. I mean, here's somebody posting a picture of a guitar. There's 21 comments that are coming out of it. People are engaging. There's a lot of likes. And when you have a group that's engaged, when you have a group where a lot of people are taking place, that's when Facebook is going to start giving you your group as a suggestion. So already here, and they're going to focus on the topic that the category you're involved in. So here it is, I'm in a guitar group. I'm getting suggestions to join these other groups. And as you can see, this one's got about 10,000, this one a little over 3,000. This one here is 20,000. So the more time you spend nurturing this group with content, the better. And if you have any questions about Facebook groups, about how to set them up, you can reach out to me. I am going to be exploring, so I'm going to do this now. With VIP Social, we did it. And I'm now going to do this for my own law practice. So in a way, I'm going through this process with you guys. But I'm looking forward to it.